What is going
I'm an idiot. Somehow this is unlisted instead of public.
I knew you did something because it didn't show we were live.
Yeah.
I was just gonna call you, but I
No,
was texting Matt back.
I got you. We're going public right now.
going on, everybody? TJ and Dustin here with Daily Grind Fantasy Sports. Happy Taco Tuesday over on PrizePicks. We hope everybody's having a fantastic day so far. We got live stream number 3 for you guys, again with myself and Dustin. If you guys are just tuning in, if you guys could please go ahead and hit that like button, we would greatly appreciate it. 50 of you in here. Guys, thank you so much for the continued love and support. Really does mean a lot to us. Also, if this is your first time stumbling upon the channel, welcome. You guys can go ahead and smash that subscribe button. And also make sure you turn on that notification bell so whenever we do go live or post content, you get notified first. But again, I hope everybody's having a fantastic Tuesday so far. We have the first PrizePicks play up on the board. We got Zach Gallen discounted from 5.5 strikeouts down to 4.5. It's not much, but it is something. So we're definitely going to go ahead and start building out a slip there. But Dustin, how you doing?
No, I'm doing good. I'm ready to get building some PrizePicks slips for Taco Tuesday. Hopefully, we have a 3-0 Taco Tuesday. In much need for that. It would be nice to get, but no, I'm doing good, TJ.
What? Somebody said. Somebody said. Frost said audio jungle. I don't know what that means. Are you loud? Are you loud? Can we make sure people can hear you? I think that was during me talking, so I'm not too sure. But anyways,
not sure.
I digress. Dustin, let's go ahead and start with PrizePicks.
All right.
We're obviously going to start building out with this Zach Gallen discounted prop here. Again, we're getting this discount from 5.5 strikeouts down to 4.5 strikeouts. We're going to be taking the over there. Yeah, Zach Gallen currently, I think he had slight juice on the under of 5.5, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Yeah, so it looks like slight juice on the under. But again, we're getting that 1 strikeout discount. This would probably be around high 50, 60-ish% fair odds to hit. Maybe right in that bucket, I feel like. You know what, Dustin? It'd probably be a little bit higher. It'd probably be right around like 65%, I think, fair odds to hit. Somewhere right in that range. Because again, 1 strikeout, guys, is huge. So instead of us needing Zach Gallen to go out and get 6 strikeouts, we only need him to get 5 in order to cash the taco. So let's go ahead and start building out a PrizePicks slip with this Zach Gallen discount over 4.5 Ks. Dustin, I'm going to give the optimizer one quick refresh to see what else we have. And it looks like we do have some WNBA plays. We have some really good MLB plays. We got some good fantasy scores popping up. So, Dustin, I ask you, is there anything on the board that you already used earlier? Because obviously, when we're building out these slips, we don't want to overexpose. But at the same time, I also think, F you, we're going to build for the stream.
Yeah, I've played a few of these, but
okay,
not too many.
Well, I don't care. Let's try to find some correlation here with some of these plays. Do we have any player? We do. Okay, I really like this play. So, we got Brittany Sykes and Sabrina Iniescu over player assist combo at 8.5, right? Plays for the Mystics and the Liberty. A little bit below this at the 54.7% fair odds percent to hit. We have Brianna Stewart and Natasha Cloud over combo points. Ooh. So that's some really good positive correlation there. We're taking the assists on two players in a combo between the Mystics and Liberty, and we're turning around and taking the over points from 2 players for the Mystic and the Liberty in a player combo. So let's go ahead and start there. I think that's some. I think I just cooked up a little bit of gas.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
So we're gonna add in Iniescu and Sykes over 8.5 assists, and then we're gonna turn around and we're gonna add Brianna Stewart and Natasha Cloud over 34.5 points. Excuse me, 34 points. 34 points. Yep. We got B Stu and Natasha Cloud. All right, and then Dustin, going from the top, we have a really good play here, drop. Right now, it's just a comparison to Hot Streak, so if we want to skip over that, we can definitely look at some of these pitcher fantasy scores. Now, I understand Clark Schmidt is already off the board, so we're going to skip over that. Looks like we're having some difficulties getting that Clark Schmidt play off the board, so we'll digress there and we'll skip over it. We also have this Luis Castillo and Mookie Betts under fantasy scores, which look really great. And then on the flip side, we have a combo prop, Bryce Harper and Ronald Acuna. I'm sure everybody would be excited to take the over on both of those studs. I feel like every single time we recommend either Harper or Acuna, it's an under fantasy score.
Yeah.
So if we want to build out a 6 flex slip, we can add in the Luis Castillo fantasy score, Mookie Betts fantasy score, and Bryce Harper and Ronald Acuna. Do we want to go ahead and go that route?
Yeah, we could. If you want it to be a 6 flex, let's do it.
Yeah, I like that. So, guys, these fantasy scores look really, really good. So let's go ahead and get the slip entered, and then we'll kind of talk about the fantasy scores because I do want to run through them. But there we go. We got a 6 flex. We got Zach Gallen over 4.5 pitcher strikeouts. We have Iniescu and Brittany Sykes over 8.5 assists. We got Brianna Stewart, Natasha Cloud over 34 points. Really good positive correlation there with the over player assists, pairing it with the over player points from the same game. We got Luis Castillo under 40.5 pitcher fantasy score. Mookie Betts under 8.5 hitter fantasy score. And then last but not least, rounding out this 6 flex slip, we got Ronald Acuna and Bryce Harper over 3.5 HRRs. Guys, if you've already used one of these plays, feel free to just take one out and throw it in, or just enter in a 5 flex over on PrizePicks. Again, 5 flex and 6 flex slips over on PrizePicks are the most optimal slip types that you guys can be entering. So please, when you are entering on PrizePicks, try to enter 5 and 6 leg slips.
I went ahead and shared it, TJ, into the chat down below, so
awesome.
They do have that.
Thank you. Yeah, so guys, these fantasy scores, if we go ahead and click on that hyperlink next to Luis Castillo, that's going to bring up our fantasy scores screen. And by doing so, we're able to see that comparing to these sportsbook lines, we see that PrizePicks is a little, hold on, I'm gonna die, I think.
Another hairball?
No, I took the floss out of my mouth this time. I don't have anything stuck in there. We see that PrizePicks is a little bit too aggressive here on their projection on Luis Castillo. So what we do here is these sportsbooks don't actually have a fantasy score market, but they do have all of the individual props, or some of them do, that actually make up the fantasy score on PrizePicks. So what we do is we take the near even lines for pitcher fantasy scores, pitcher fantasy scores, hitter fantasy scores. We take the near even lines for those props that make up the fantasy score on a DFS app like PrizePicks, and we compute what the sportsbooks would have it listed at. So with Luis Castillo, we see by taking all of his near even lines that make up that pitcher fantasy score, DraftKings would have this at 37.3, Caesars 38.3. So we're taking the average of 37.8, which is a 2.7 difference as to where PrizePicks currently has this listed at 40.5. And again, directly below that with Mookie Betts, we're just comparing to DraftKings. So it looks like DraftKings is the only book that actually has all those individual props that make up the hitter fantasy score on PrizePicks. And we currently see that DraftKings would have this set to 7.2. PrizePicks has it set to 8.5, 1.3 difference. Looks really good to take the under on Mookie Betts. So that's how we gauge our fantasy score market here at DGF. We automate that process for you on the back end. And that's a really good 6 flex that we just built out, Dustin. I'm really proud of us. We actually got that locked in.
Don't say proud of us. That was a TJ special. Whatever your little special thing is called, your special slips are called, that's what
my
it was.
Little special thing, it says. Okay.
It says, huh?
Mm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, bet you didn't expect that one. No, but that's a really good slip. And again, if you guys want to tail that, Dustin went and threw it into the chat, so you guys can just click on that and copy that slip.
Now, TJ, what I would like to do?
Yeah, hit me, big dog.
I mean, we just built out a slip here on PrizePicks. I'm sure we go to the middling tool and find some more plays too. Maybe we'll see if we get some new people in here that still need to use their taco slip. I think we maybe talk about this Underdog.
Yeah, let's do it.
Underdog boosted square. Freddie Freeman has been boosted to where now the payout is 4x for two pick plays, 8x for 3, 13x for 4, and 25x for 5 of 5. The best play, though, in the most optimal slip type is to play these boosted plays with 4x being the payout for 2-mans. That's what you want to play. You need implied odds of plus 100, so anything above 50% really to pair it with on the DGF Optimizer. And right now, I'm going to double check because I checked it earlier, but I believe Freddie Freeman is slightly favored on his under for 1.5 total bases.
Yeah, so if that's the case, we definitely want to be taking the. Let's go ahead and pull this up and let's see what we got for Freeman.
Yeah.
So Freddie, you got it up?
Yes, sir.
Beauty. Did you just call me sir?
Yes, sir.
Was that more just like okay? I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I just want you to know that. Yeah, so slight juice on the over there for Freddie Freeman under player bases, 52.3%. Really strong leg, honestly, for this 4 times boosted payout over on Underdog. So, D-Bone, let's go ahead and try to find a pair with this under 1.5 player bases on UD.
Yeah, let's do it. A lot of people terrified of Freddie Freeman. Get it. But
yeah,
now, as the math stands, It's the right play, TJ.
Yeah. So again, we only need 50% fair odds percent. We're looking for plus 100 odds for each individual leg in this 4 times boosted payout. So we can really, I mean, we can play anything off the top of this page realistically, but obviously we want to give ourselves the best chance, the highest fair odds percent play to hit. We already played Luis Castillo. Okay. Now, Dustin, you and I, we built out a slip yesterday on stream, and we didn't talk about it, but we cashed out a really nice 6 times over on Underdog, and we didn't bring it up. Who did we have the under fantasy score on? Oh, wait, that was a different slip. Sorry, that was my individual stream, excuse me. But regardless, you and I still did post a really nice slip. We had Bryce Young under 13.75 fantasy points, and he scared us at the end. He finished with 13.52. Yeah, and I told you, I called you. He was at 13.48. And I was like, is this over? And you were like, yeah. And I was like, are they going to adjust his fantasy score at all? You're like, what are you talking about? And I was like, I don't know. They might add on some yards. And I looked again and it moved up 0.04. And I was like, here we go.
Yeah.
They're starting to inch it forward or inch it up. But yeah. So we hit that Bryce Young under 13.75 fantasy score. We had CJ Abrams over 7 fantasy points. And then we took Joe Ryan off the middling tool under 6.5 pitcher strikeouts. We cashed that for 6 times. Thank you. Yeah. So, hey, wasn't me. I just used the tool to my advantage. I found a really good discrepancy where all the books had this Joe Ryan player strikeout set to 6. We were getting it at 6.5 on Underdog. Obviously made some sense for us to play it on UD and take that under. But regardless, yeah, so hopefully some of you guys were able to tail that. I know I posted that slip in the chat, so I know some of you clicked on it. I hope some of you clicked on it and actually played it. But in my later stream, Dustin, I actually took Ronald Acuna under 10.5 fantasy points. And, you know, a lot of people get scared of that. He finished with 6 last night. So, again, he's up top. Every single night, these DFS apps are too aggressive on some of these Braves fantasy scores, and specifically Ronald Acuna. I understand how good he is. I understand how talented he is. But we can go ahead and pair the under Ronald Acuna fantasy score with this Freddie Freeman total bases if we want to, unless there's something else that you see. We can check the middling tool. Now, I obviously want to skip over Luis Castillo because we just played him on PrizePicks.
Yeah. I do want to do that. Yeah, I mean, if you're wanting to put him on the table there, TJ, with the under of Ronald Acuna fantasy score, I'm down to do it.
What's chat say? Chat, what do you want? Huge W. What did Olsen finish with? Yeah, so in my stream, Dustin, I said, I'm playing Acuna under. It was him and Olsen for fantasy score that were like 0.04 off of each other, or like 0.14, whatever it was. They actually both finished. They both hit the under, thank God. They both finished with 6 fantasy scores. So I know some people in my stream took Acuna, took Olsen, whatever. But yeah, both hit. I'm going to check the middling tool real quick.
Yeah, I see one play on here. You got UC Kikuchi under 6 player strikeouts, 5.5 across the board in these other DFS apps. Not sure what he is on the sports books at the moment, but
looks like heavy
really
juice. Yeah, heavy juice on Fliff and hot streak on the over, but regardless, like a 0.5 strikeout is huge. The only way we lose that is if we take the under. The only way we lose that is if Kikuchi goes out and gets 7.
Now that is a push potential prop, so I do want to.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not soft. And I'm all in for Acuna. That's me personally.
Yeah, I mean, then let's do it. I thought we were opening it up for discussions, and we were checking.
Yeah, well, nobody said anything in the chat. So I think we just roll the dice. I think we take the highest fair odds percent to hit. If anybody didn't tail us on that PrizePicks slip, and you want to add in Castillo, it's obviously a better chance for him to go under opposed to Acuna. So I would opt to play that. But again, we just entered a slip on PrizePicks utilizing that Luis Castillo under fantasy score. We don't want to overexpose to specific player, even if we're using him on different apps. If this was like Luis Castillo under strikeouts, then I could make a case for it. But I personally think we just run with Acuna.
Am I tripping?
What?
So they must have bumped up Ronald Acuna, because when I just refreshed my UD, or when I clicked on Ronald Acuna, he had 9.5 fantasy score. Now he was at 10.5. On the optimizer, it was showing correctly. He was at 10.5, but you know how UD you got to sometimes refresh.
Yeah.
So they're bumping him up a little too high here. Now we're gonna take
the slappies are hitting the over 10.5.
Over 9.5 to bump it up to 10.5.
Got it. Excuse me, over 9.5 to bump it to 10.5. I got you.
Yes.
All right. Well, hey, guess what? I'm locked in. I'm taking Freddie Freeman under 1.5 total bases. I'm pairing it with Ronald Acuna under 10.5 fantasy score. Can Ronald Acuna do it for me 2 straight times?
Perfect.
Posting that in the chat.
You got it?
No.
No.
Yeah, I just put it in the chat for you. Yeah. William said Sabrina and Brittany went up to 9 assists. Yep. So bumped, rightfully so. They were at 8.5, juiced on the over, so we got a really good play. Would you guys still play the over? I would not. Value's gone, but there was another play. You can't add it. Damn it. Okay. I was gonna say there's another Sabrina in ESQ assist combo prop that actually looks pretty good on the optimizer, but unfortunately it's her pair with Natasha Cloud over assists. So you can't play that and then add in Brianna Stewart and Natasha Cloud over player points because you would have Natasha Cloud in 2 different combo props. So I honestly would bypass it. We did build out that 6 flex slip using the Zach Gallen taco. So all I would do is just take out Sabrina and Sykes and just play it as a 5. That Brianna Stewart Natasha Cloud play is still good by itself.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's what I would personally do. Thanks guys. You're welcome. CWM. Hold on, Dustin, real quick. Darren asked, "What's the max you can put on those boosted props on Underdog?" $10, $10. But hey, it's a good bankroll builder.
For sure.
You know, it's I think we've actually hit on the last 2 we've played, Dustin. I think we had the CFB.
Travis Hunter.
What was? Yep, Travis Hunter. No, it was Shodair Sanders, right?
No. Well,
yeah,
Travis
we hit
Hunter
Shodair
was
Sanders.
the more recent.
Oh, did they have a boost for that as well?
Yeah. And
did we hit that?
Well, he hit his under, but that's because he got hurt, TJ. He got hit on a little bit of a cheap shot and lacerated.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he got smoked. I didn't know that we actually did. I don't think I played that, honestly. I don't remember. But regardless, I know we posted we built out the Sanders one last one of our streams. Last stream we had, what did we build out last stream before Sanders? I don't remember what it was. I think we've hit on our last 2 that we built out.
We've
so
been
hopefully
hot.
we go through We've been hot. Boys been hot. What about Joey Lichusi strikeouts? I don't think that's pulling up here. I don't think we have that.
Not to change the course of where you're going here, but we got some good props on ParlayPlay.
Oh, I forgot. That's where I told you I wanted to start with that.
Well, hey, you forgot.
Damn it. I just get talking and I'm so annoying. Guys, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be annoying. I just get really excited about this. But yeah, we have some really good correlations, so let's start building here.
I mean, look at that Christian McCaffrey play. 10 off the sports book right now, the even line of most of these sports books. You got a little bit of juice on Caesars there, minus 133 on the under of 77.5 rushing yards. Get him at 87, 10 yards off, so we'll start there.
Yeah, and then Dustin, directly below that, we have George Kittle over 38.5 receiving yards. So some really good positive correlation there. If we're taking the under of McCaffrey player rushing yards, we're hoping for more of a throwing game here out of the 49ers. Believe me, we all know how good Christian McCaffrey is, but I promise you the sports books know that as well. So if we're taking that under on McCaffrey rushing yards, we're going to be pairing that with the over of George Kittle receiving yards. So some really strong positive correlation there. Dustin, let's try to take this one step further. Do we have a Brock Purdy? No, direct match to the sportsbooks. Okay, I was hoping we might get... Now, timeout, Dustin. Let's think here.
We have under field goals for Sam.
Timeout. Let's use our brains here. Okay? Now, hear me out. We got McCaffrey under rushing yards at 87.5. We're pairing it with George Kittle over 38.5 receiving yards. Now, we have Brock Purdy, a direct match to the sportsbooks at 226.5 on ParlayPlay, but it is slightly juiced on the over. We're looking at a 51.1% chance to hit. We can use our slide the line on Brock Purdy and get him at a discount at 221.5. Pairing that with the George Kittle over receiving yards for some positive correlation, throwing in the Christian McCaffrey under rushing yards.
I like it.
That's called, ladies and gentlemen, that is called cooking with gas.
And not only that, but McCaffrey.
Are you whispering?
No. Bro, what is going on?
I don't know. You got to say it with your chest.
Dude,
I keep telling you.
Look how close my mic is. Look at this.
All right.
This is how close I am.
You don't have to yell at me. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what the chat's saying. Okay. Trying to cook with gas over here, and my partner is
59%.
Talking like
Christian
a little
McCaffrey
bitch.
is going to take up that Brock Purdy play anyways, as long as it's in with the side of the line. So we're looking good. Now, we need more plays.
We need more plays.
We might have to go to MLB here.
That I'm okay with that. I'm gonna check out the middling tool. Why don't you cook with gas on the all of these sports, all the DFS apps in the middling tool have this set to 77.5.
Gotta go.
Outside of Vivid Picks, that has it set to 79.5. Yeah, we gotta go big time. I'm checking the middling tool to see if I find any good discrepancies. Rin Howard over rebounds right now set to 5.5 on PrizePicks, Underdog, and Hot Streak. We can get her over 5 on ParlayPlay.
Bingo.
If you're not seeing anything good on the optimizer, I'm gonna keep calling these out.
A couple of these, they're a little bit more aggressive on ParlayPlay and gives us push potential. I mean, there's such heavy juice; it's still a good play, but if we can find something over there, be better.
Another push potential prop here: Satoshi Bali over 12 rebounds plus assists, currently set to 12.5 on PrizePicks, Underdog, and Hot Streak. Hot Streak, a little bit of juice on that under, but again. That's something we can add if there's nothing on the opto.
That or I haven't played this Bobby Witt, Jose Ramirez over 4.5 hits, runs, RBIs. I have not played that yet.
So what is it?
Bobby Witt and Jose Ramirez over 4.5 hits, runs, RBIs.
Over 4.5 HRs. Okay.
So I'm good for either one of those.
Let's add it.
Or we make it a six pick.
Let's do it. Let's make it a 6.
All right.
Bangarang. $20 max on the slide the line, Dustin.
I believe it's 10.
Oh, is it 10? I think it's 20.
Could be wrong.
No, it's 20. 20.
Is it? Okay.
All right. Yeah. Boom.
Sorry, I'm missing one. We have
all right. So
Howard, Ramirez, Witt, Brock Purdy, Kittle, and McCafferty, and Satoshi Bali.
That's 6, isn't it?
Yeah. Sorry, I remembered it as I was going through the list.
Okay. Yeah. So CMC, Christian McCaffrey under 87.5 rushing yards. George Kittle over 38.5 receiving yards. Brock Purdy over 221.5 passing yards. Ryan Howard over 5 rebounds. Bobby Witt and Jose Ramirez over 4.5 HRR. And then Satoshi Bali over 12 rebounds plus assists. Guys, just like that, a 6-leg insured slip created over on ParlayPlay. If you guys haven't signed up for ParlayPlay yet, you guys saw the value that Dustin pulled up on the optimizer when we went over to ParlayPlay. The value is top tier. I personally think it's better than any other DFS app out there right now. So you guys can sign up for ParlayPlay using code DGF for a 100% match up to your first $100 deposit. I highly recommend getting on it if it is legal in your state. It's personally my most profitable DFS app currently. And again, they have a bunch of promos. You can use the slide the line once a day up to $20, which is great. We just utilized it with the Brock Purdy over 221.5 passing yards. I guess I should have said that. We moved that down from 226 to 221.5. Really good positive correlation, obviously, with the Kittle over receiving yards and the Christian McCaffrey under rushing yards. So that's a really good slip, Dustin. We did that. We just hit that.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I love the call. I mean, TJ. I mean, assuming this works out, Brock Purdy goes over 221.5.
Yeah.
I think you did a lot of legwork behind that Joe Ryan play yesterday, so I'm giving you credit for that. I know you tried to give it away to the opto a little bit, and it did. It pointed you right there in the direction to take it, but your brain worked really good and was like, hey, this is a great play, and you made us put it in that slip. You did it again here with Brock Purdy, and I'm proud of you, and I appreciate the hard work you did behind this slip.
Love that. Casey the Great said, I got CMC for 89.5. That's awesome. Is it good to still take the under on him or just replace him? You can just play. So we played that 6-leg insured slip over on ParlayPlay. Minus 113 odds is what we're getting there in a 6-leg insured slip. ParlayPlay 5-leg insured slip, minus 115 odds. So all you have to do is just take him out. You don't really need to play the CMC under if you've already exposed yourself to it. You can just go ahead and play that Brock Purdy over passing yards and use your slide the line and then pair it with George Kittle over.
Yeah, still positive correlation there.
Still positive correlation there. We're just not running. You're not running it back with CMC. And yeah, I mean, if you got the better number at 89.5 already, I wouldn't overexpose. So tip of the cap to you if you did get him at 89.5. That was a great number. But yeah, I mean, Dustin, middling tool. I mean, it's fantastic. It's fantastic.
I mean,
like,
just to show him, I have it up. You did kind of talk about it, but look,
yeah,
ParlayPlay is well behind the 8 ball here. I mean, this should not be up here. And think about it, it's still up here. You can still go play this right now. It's not like it was up for 30 seconds or right. 3 minutes. We've been talking about it for like almost 10 minutes now. Probably this slip.
Yeah,
it's crazy. And ParlayPlay does this often. We can take advantage of it and get this type of stuff in our slips often.
Yeah, I think they want action. I think that's really what they want. Now, they won't block. They won't bump that Brock Purdy line up from 226 because we slid the line. They will bump that Christian McCaffrey play down to 77.5, and they will bump that George Kittle up to 44.5 before we get off the stream. I think I can guarantee you that.
Yeah.
If everybody's filling that slip, they're getting an influx of money on those overs and unders. They'll definitely adjust their lines.
Yeah.
And I mean, hey, the slide the line $20 promo that you guys can use every single day, once a day. It's just another book to add to your arsenal, right? All of these DFS apps offer you free promos, slide the lines, discounted props, etc. There are some DFS apps out there that will offer discounted props, and honestly, I'll only play on them when there are discounted props because there might not be a lot of value day in and day out. But that's okay with me. You can still build a bankroll by just having these $10 max promo slips, $20 max slide the line promos, whatever it might be. The more DFS apps that you have, the more opportunity you have to line shop. If we didn't have ParlayPlay, if we weren't on ParlayPlay, we wouldn't have been able to get that Christian McCaffrey at 87.5, or whoever got 89.5. You wouldn't have been able to get that because all the other DFS apps have it set to 77.5. So that's where the value is, and you never know where the actual value will be throughout the day. That's why it's really important to have as many accounts as possible. So if they're legal in your state and you guys aren't playing on as many DFS apps as you possibly can, highly recommend doing so. You don't have to throw thousands and thousands of dollars on each of these accounts, enough to be dangerous and enough where you can actually take advantage of these promos throughout the day.
Well done. TJ, I was going to go ahead and try and get us a good Fliff play here, but I'm getting the old service error here on Fliff. So we're going to have to just wait on that. Hopefully it's still up there because people aren't being able to bet it. And we're able to get it once, we can load the app. But it's a really good play there. Rice versus South Florida, under 50.5 total points. This is at 210. And I won't spend too much time on it because we can't bet it right now. But it's at plus 210 on Fliff, plus 159 and plus 140 on two other sports books. It's clear that Fliff is off here. 5.24% EV percent there. I mean, kind of a little bit of a ladder too, but really a really solid play. All right.
We'll move on that's a really good play. You know what's funny? Fliff has had some really interesting, not procedures, but strategies, I guess, on Sundays where they're just down every Sunday, which is I mean, I don't know what's been going on. It's been pretty tough to log on. I think they're seeing an influx of users that are actually visiting their site on Sundays, and they're like, oh shit, like our servers can't handle this. But yeah, there's been some really good value on Fliff. I know I've knock on wood, I've had a pretty good run on Fliff as of late. They've had some really soft lines, college football, NFL. Yeah, I know you've been able to take advantage as well. But guys, yeah, keep an eye on Fliff. Just again, they're a sports book that operate like a DFS app, so legal in a lot of states, and really soft line stuff. And we'll definitely check before we get off if we can get on to Fliff and get in some of these Rice South Florida plays, because there's some good ladder opportunity here, and it's evident that Fliff is off compared to the other sports books.
Let's do it. I'm trying to see where we should go next, TJ. Nothing's really calling my name, but we can squeeze out some slips. Let's maybe try and see what we can get back over here on PrizePicks.
Let's do it.
All right. So a lot of these same props that we have taken. Bryce Harper, Ronald Acuna, obviously. 3.5. Did we end up getting that in a slip on this stream?
Which one?
That was in our first slip, right?
Bryce Harper and Ronald Acuna overs.
Yeah, I believe we put that in
we grabbed that. Those top plays outside of Clark Schmidt, that is just frozen on the optimizer. We threw all of them in a play.
True. Okay. Well,
I'm gonna check the middling tool on PrizePicks.
Work the middling tool a little bit here.
Yeah, let's work her. Let's see what she's got going on for us. So like this Javier Assad play, guys, we would want to be playing that, if anything, on Boom Fantasy, right? Because it's set to 3.5 on PrizePicks. We can see 3 other books, Fliff, Hot Streak, and ParlayPlay, all have it set to 3.5, and Boom Fantasy has it set to 4. So 4 DFS apps have it set to 3.5, one by themselves, an outlier set to 4. We'd obviously want to go with the outlier, pick on them, take the over or the under compared to wherever the market has this set to. So we'd want to be taking the under there on Boom Fantasy. So we wouldn't want to play that on PrizePicks. That Jackson Rutledge play looks decent, but obviously we would want to see that on ParlayPlay at 5.5 to take it.
Yeah. Looking through the middling tool, I also wanted to double check.
What are you double checking? Walk me through. Talk to me.
I thought that I had played Mbappe's pass attempts in a slip on Underdog, and it's been bumped up since. But maybe I couldn't find it. Whatever.
This over, so like this Bijan Robinson play, over 68.5 rushing yards looks pretty good.
Ooh, yeah.
Set to 37.5 on UD. I mean, excuse me, set, what is it, 73? Hold on. Let me type this in. Bijan set to 73.5 on UD, 72.5 on ParlayPlay, 73.5 on Vivid, 68.5 on PrizePicks. I'd be interested to see where the books currently have this listed. You know what? They probably don't even have opening lines for it. Yeah, they don't. No, they don't.
No.
So that's why all these DFS apps are coming out prior to some of these sports books dropping lines. This is a really good opportunity to kind of pick on some of them. So yeah, we could definitely start a slip and start with that Bijan Robinson over 68.5 rushing yards. It's a really good play.
Yep, I'm in.
Pull up PrizePicks again. Guys, also, thank you so much for being in here. If you guys could please go ahead and hit the like button. Greatly appreciated. 65 of you spending your Tuesday afternoon with myself and Dustin. Such a sleeper, said Mason. Sleeper is very sharp. Very, very, very sharp. So yeah, that's an app where I just try to take advantage of promos and build a bankroll that way, and it's going okay.
As far as the milling tool, there's not really too much. I mean, there's some Valorant plays that are okay, but I mean, there's just 3 books all in disagreements. 6 Sonya, 25.5 on PrizePicks, 27.5 on UD, 26.5 on ParlayPlay. It's like
interesting.
If you're gonna middle it on those 2 apps, all right. But I mean, other than that, I think we could pluck some off the actual optimizer here, TJ, that we might not have played.
Yeah, let's pluck them.
Since we already have a Sunday play in this slip, starting off with Bijan Robinson, Dre Greenlaw under 8.5 tackles plus assists looks really good. I mean,
nice.
minus 142 average odds across these books to go under 8.5. There's no discrepancy there as far as the lines between Sportsbook and PrizePicks, but that juice, that heavy juice, sells me to take the under of 8.5.
Let's do it. Yeah, Mason, I know that's what you're saying, man. I was too. Let's add that in. Dre Greenlaw under 8.5 tackles plus assists looks really good. Guys, is there anybody out there that just joined the stream that hasn't used their Zach Gallen taco? Because if so, we can definitely build out a slip with this Zach Gallen taco in it.
I currently have it in the slip to build.
Oh, perfect.
So I was kind of already doing that, and then of course people can, take some out if they want.
Yeah, Greenlaw got bumped.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Greenlaw,
right. I actually
got bumps.
I put it in the slip and didn't even notice it. Tough.
Oh, so you're just asleep at the wheel.
Oh yeah, I'm a sleeper.
Okay, let's do it this way. Now, because we have that high fair odds percent to hit with the Zach Gallen, we can definitely use that. But we can kind of go a little bit below some of these fair odds percent to hit, especially if we can find some correlation. Like for instance, right here, we have some combo props. Right, we have Alicia Gray and Rin Howard under 38 combo points, Dustin. And then right below that, we actually have Cheyenne Parker and Natasha Howard over rebounds.
Let's do it.
So if Alicia Gray and Rin Howard are missing their field goal attempts, free throws, etc., that means more rebound opportunities for players like Cheyenne Parker and Natasha Howard. So some good positive correlation there. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything above this. That would
I was going to say maybe go back to the well. Our boy CJ Abrams right there, minus 145 on
where is he?
Strikeout. He's the opposite way. He's 54.21. We only got one book.
54.2. I don't see it. I got to refresh all the time.
Maybe so.
Where is he? Where's the big dog? Ooh, hold on. This Natasha Howard and Satosa Bali play also just put. Oh, there he is. Over. Ooh, what is that? Fliff?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Here's what I think we do. You ready? Now, we already played Brianna Stewart and Natasha Cloud over points. A little bit below that, we can't use that because if we're taking Natasha Howard there and the combo props, we can't use. Okay, we can go a little bit below that and take.
Wait, I like where you were at earlier.
Okay.
Are we not doing
Yeah.
that? Or,
no, let's do it. Yeah.
we can go Alicia Gray, Ryan Howard, and then.
No.
Okay.
No. You were right. Let's do what we were doing.
So Parker.
It was. Yep. Exactly that. Yep. It was Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard under points.
That's right.
Alicia Gray. I gotta type in Gray because I don't know how to spell Alicia. It's 2 L's. That's what it was. Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard under. Wait, now are they on the same team? They are, aren't they?
I think Alicia Gray is on Dallas.
Why is it showing? No, she's not.
Are you sure?
Yeah, she's Atlanta guard. Now, what were we taking? It was, yeah. So, I feel like it's less correlated, right? I mean, it's still correlated because we have Satosa Bali over rebounds, right? So, I just want to see if there's anything else where there's under points for an Atlanta and a Dallas player.
I mean, we could just go up and take that Howard Sabali over points, and then we could do. We haven't played some of these Sabrina Iniescu rebound combos, or we played the assist on one. She has Sykes in Iniescu over 10 rebounds. We could go to.
Oh man, we're just loading up on Sykes and Sabrina Iniescu. Those are our ladies tonight, huh?
Well, do you want to go ahead and for sure add in this Sabali play, or are you still trying to cook for some better correlation?
I mean, I would love to cook for some better correlation, but I'm not really seeing anything. So let's go ahead and add in that Sabali and Howard points.
34.5.
Over 34.5, yeah.
We're
Sabali and Howard.
Took out Gray and Parker. Okay. We'll refresh and then check the.
Wait, is Parker and what's it called an under? Oh no, that's Sato. Okay. Man, imagine if we had 2 Atlanta under rebound props or combo props to add in to Sabali and Natasha Howard over points. That would be some sweet correlation. Okay. What else?
Real quick. Right now, we currently have Zach Gallen over pitcher strikeouts for the taco. We have Bijan Robinson over 68 rush yards. CJ Abrams over 0.5 hitter strikeouts. Satu Sabali and Natasha Howard over 34.5 points combo.
Wait, what was that? What was that third play you said? Bijan, Zach Allen,
CJ Abrams. Did you not want to?
Oh, you are okay. No, we can add it. I just forgot we added it. Abrams over hitter strikeouts. I mean, he tucked us in yesterday. Hopefully, he tucks us in again today.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He is a pretty good guy. I personally haven't played this Banjo play under 33.5 kills. Direct comparison to Hot Streak that has it set to 31.5 with heavy juice on the under. So if you're not seeing anything on the middling tool, we can definitely add this in.
Okay, hang on 1 second.
Guys, if you have any questions, go ahead. Howard assists. I'm not seeing that up top, so I'm not going to play it. Howard assists. I literally just typed in assist in the, what's it called? Yeah, I'm not seeing anything for Howard assist that's pulling.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and do Banjo.
Strumming on the old banjo.
BANGO.
That starts in an hour too. Under 33.5. Map 1 and 2 kills, so we'll know if we're chalked by around maybe 4 o'clock. So that'll be good. We can get that out of the way early.
Is that in CS:GO?
Yes. Yep. Plays for Team Havu.
Oh, I was spelling Banjo wrong.
How are you spelling banjo?
I put a G for the J.
Bango? Boink.
Holy.
Boink. Boink.
It wasn't over, correct?
Nope, under.
Under 33. Under 33.
Jesus Christmas. Real quick, Dustin, before we hit enter on that. Tosa Bali and Natasha Howard. Give me 1 second. They play for Dallas, right?
Yes.
That is the Dallas Wings.
Correct.
Why aren't the Dallas Wings popping up?
Yeah, I guess it's the same kind of scenario as that other play. I didn't realize that they are on the same team. Same scenario, but this one's a better odds to hit. At least
Correct.
feel more comfortable going there.
Yeah, no, let's go ahead and get this entered.
All right.
Let's go ahead and get this entered. Bangarang. Here we go, guys. Bijan Robinson over 68.5 rushing yards. Again, really good discrepancy when comparing prize picks back to those other DFS apps that have it set around 73, 74. We got Zach Gallen again over 4.5 pitcher strikeouts if you haven't used it. Satosa Bali and Natasha Howard over 34.5 point combo. CJ Abrams over 0.5 hitter strikeouts. And then Strumman on the banjo under 33.5 kills.
Mr. Strumman on the old banjo.
Strumman on the old banjo. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Another slip enters. Bangarang. All right, Dustin. What else do we have? We got anything else?
Let me actually check. I think I did see... Might have seen some stuff on the Underdog middling tool when I was kind of combing through prize picks there a second ago. So I want to come back here and find the plays that I might have seen. I think there was a NFL play that we could maybe get in here on. Oh, it looks like Jackson Rutledge was bumped to 5.5 on Underdog. Where is this? Must be down a little bit. James Cook under 58.5 rushing yards. Prize picks, and I believe this is ParlayPlay, have it set to 53.5. So you're getting a little bit of a discrepancy there in comparison to Underdog. Something we could maybe toss into a slip, 55% on the middling tool at least. We have...
Yeah. If we can find something to go with, of course.
Yeah. Let's see. I mean, we could just keep on doubling, tripling down on Satosa Bali. 32 points, rebounds, and assists.
I think I'm good on my Satosa Bali exposure for tonight.
That's your girl.
That is my girl. She's a weapon. She's a weapon.
We got anything
but we've already
Optimizer.
Yeah, I mean, we've already used her on 2 slips, right? So, probably good on that. Probably good on that.
All right.
What else you seeing?
We might need something up from the old Optimizer if we got something over there.
We do have some good CS:GO props comparing to Hot Streak. Looks like Hot Streak's got some super aggressive lines on some of these. I think they got heavy juice on a couple of these over-unders. That's CJ. That. I'm sorry?
I said, yeah, see that.
Yeah, that CJ Ofo play looks good.
CJ Ofo?
So does Beanox. So what was that play? What was that play that you found on the milling tool?
That was James Cook.
James Cook, and that was... Yeah, but he just had 100 yards. James Cook's under 58.5 rushing yards.
Yep.
I'm going to throw that in with Beanox under 35 kills. Right now set to 33.5 on Hot Streak with heavy juice on the under. And then I'm going to pair it with that CJ Ofo under kills. That's what I'm doing.
All right. Solid. So, an all under slip James Cook under 58.5 rushing yards. Beanox under 35 kills. And CJ Ofo.
Nice.
Under 32.5 kills.
Yeah, I'll put that in the chat for anybody that wants to tail. Boom, boom. Here we go. Another slip. Comparing sportsbook lines back to these DFS apps, guys, we're able to find market inefficiencies and discrepancies that are profitable long-term bets on these DFS apps. Simple as it is. And that is what the products and tools at DGF actually do for you. They show you the best plays in real time. If you guys want to get signed up with DGF, you can go to dgfantasy.com right now. You can go to our pricing tab and sign up for a fantasy bundle subscription or one of our correlation tool subscriptions. You can get a 7-day free trial, also free of charge. So that's 7 free days to test out our products on our fantasy bundle subscription prior to being charged. And then if you guys want to take advantage of a really good deal, you guys can use code STREAM for 25% off when checking out on an annual subscription with DGF.
You and Sano,
again, that is code
same
STREAM.
time. He said code STREAM at checkout. You said it before you even seen it.
It's my boy.
There's some wagons.
Sano's working on like 4 minutes of sleep last night. I'm proud of him. Guy's a weapon.
Wow. Yeah, well.
Guy's a weapon.
He's going through it.
It's going through it. You've been through it. I haven't.
You got to battle.
So, yeah, you got to battle. All right, Dustin, I'm cooked though. I got to go take Chips for a walk.
All right, good old Chips. Maybe we haven't seen him in a while on the stream. Maybe one day soon we can see him.
He's hiding. He's hiding. He's always hiding.
All right, that's gonna be it, guys. Appreciate everybody watching. Remember, go check out DGF if you guys haven't already. Sign up with code DGF on all these DFS apps, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Appreciate it.
Love you guys.